Another big fight made by the UFC. Former flyweight champion Deiveson Figueiredo is going to take on former bantamweight title challenger Marlon Chito Vera at UFC Fight Night Abu Dhabi, which takes place on August the 3rd. This fight is going to be fucking insane. Great matchmaking on the UFC's behalf, because this Abu Dhabi card is the card that's going to have Corey Sandhagen versus Umar Nurmagomedov in the main event. So this is kind of shaping up to be a bit of a bantamweight tournament, if we're being honest. Now, this is great matchmaking. Stylistically, it's going to be such a fun fight between Figueiredo and Marlon Vera. Now, ever since he challenged Sean O'Malley for the bantamweight title and lost, and the excuses that were made afterwards, from what I'm seeing online anyway, it kind of seems like Chito Vera is having the MMA community kind of turn on him a wee bit. Now, yes, in my opinion, Chito Vera is overrated. I don't know how this guy's ranked number 4 currently in the bantamweight division. I think there are quite a lot of people currently in the top 10 that would beat Chito Vera, but nonetheless, the guy did go 5 rounds with the champion. Now, did he win a round? Absolutely not. He got absolutely peppered in all 5 rounds against Sean O'Malley. No shame in that. Sean O'Malley is the current bantamweight champion. He did beat the UFC bantamweight GOAT in Aljamain Sterling. No shame in losing to someone like Sean O'Malley. But on to this fight right here. Another thing you actually kind of have to respect Chito Vera for is the fact that he's not sitting on his ranking. Now, Deiveson Figueiredo is ranked number 6 and Chito Vera is ranked number 4. Now, you might be wondering, why am I saying that? Is that not the norm? Well, it usually is the norm in the UFC, but recently people are just sitting out on their rankings and it's just fucking bullshit. So at least Chito Vera is taking the risk. Now, when I say this is going to be a fun fight stylistically, Deiveson Figueiredo, in my opinion, is the far more complete fighter out of him and Chito Vera. Now, I feel like he's a better grappler, he's a better striker. I just feel like all around he's just better than Chito Vera. But what Chito Vera has is toughness, and the guy does carry a lot of KO power, and he does have, his finishing ability is good as well. Let's not be honest. There are some good things in Chito Vera's game. Not a lot of people say he's so bad, but there are some good things that Chito Vera can do, and how tough he is and his finishing ability is one of those things. Now, Chito Vera could be able to take the damage from Deiveson Figueiredo early on and then be able to weather the storm and come back and get a finish when Figueiredo gasses, because we have seen that before, but that was normally at flyweight where Deiveson Figueiredo had to make such a big cut to get down there. At bantamweight, Deiveson Figueiredo has looked class, let's be honest. Had probably a career best performance against Rob Font, and then he just beat former bantamweight champion in Cody Garbrandt at UFC 300 by submission. How I see this fight going, to be honest, is I see Deiveson Figueiredo winning this by decision. I feel like Deiveson Figueiredo will do a good job at mixing up his striking and his grappling in there. And I actually feel like Deiveson Figueiredo, yes, he hasn't really shown his knockout ability at bantamweight, and I don't think he's going to knock out Chito Vera, but I do think Deiveson Figueiredo is going to hurt Chito Vera in there. Yeah, I think it is going to be a really fun matchup to watch, to be honest. Well, for the fans anyway. I don't think it's going to be a fun night for Chito Vera. I do think he is going to get pretty beat up in here, if I'm being honest. Now, the question is, if Deiveson Figueiredo beats Chito Vera, does he deserve to fight Sean O'Malley or Merab next? Now, obviously, in the main event, you've got Corey Sandhagen versus Merab. No, sorry, Corey Sandhagen versus Umar Nurmagomedov. But, in my opinion, if Corey Sandhagen is able to beat Umar, he fights for the belt next. If Umar Nurmagomedov beats Corey Sandhagen, please don't give him a title shot. I fucking do not want to see Umar Nurmagomedov sniff the balls of Sean O'Malley or fucking Merab for that sake and win the belt. I do not want him to fight for the belt. I don't want him anywhere near it. Fucking get him out. They ruined the sport outside of Islam Makhachev. But yeah, I feel like if Deiveson Figueiredo beats Chito Vera, who did just fight for the belt, and Umar beats Corey Sandhagen, I feel like you have to give it to Figueiredo over Umar Nurmagomedov. Kind of. I mean, I just don't want Umar to fight for the belt. But again, beating Corey Sandhagen, who is ranked number 2. But yeah. Yeah, that's just my opinion on this. Great fight. I expect Figueiredo to win. I'm really looking forward to this. This fight night card is actually looking to be pretty stacked, the main and co-main anyway. Let me know your opinions in the comments below. Who do you think wins this fight? My voice is just shutting off for some reason. And as always, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I will see you again in the next one.